welcome back to all the crackers in the box. Yes, I found it. I hid it on myself somehow, and I've decided today is a good day for some knitting. Let's see, what side is this? I believe this is the knit side. But it's feeling all weird. Alright. Pretty sure. So let's see if I can remember how to knit, because it's been a while, a hot minute or two. Anyways, I'm really glad you're here, and yeah, I want to get a little bit of this done today, even though I have other projects that need to be done too, but you know, you got to give each one a little bit of your time sometimes, and a little bit of attention, and this one has been put aside for a very long time again, so I had to pull it out, and we're just going to do a little knitting and chatting. I'll give my hands a little breather from crochet, because this is a different motion completely. And yeah, that is the knit side, so off to a good start. Glad you're here today. Because we haven't done this one in a while, some people may not be aware of what this is. This is a sweater I'm making for my oldest child. He's 19. He picked it. This is what I got left. I've already finished one half. This is a whole side of it. I'm still deciding what to do about the arms. I might do black. I might just see if there's enough of this. I don't really want to buy another one, even though my eldest daughter is very interested in having me make something out of this, but I don't know. I really do like it. It is Lion Brad's Ice Cream, and this one is Cookies and Cream, I believe it's called. And it is a lovely yarn to work with. Not my first time working with it. It is a very thin 3-weight, I believe. I think I have everything in there. Still to check. Yes, I do. Kept it with it just in case I needed more. And yeah, I think it's a 3-weight. Cookies and Cream. Yep. And it is a light 3-weight. So it would be a 3.75 millimeter knitting needle. This particular one is the big scoop, so there is 1,022 meters in it, and if I were to crochet with it, I would use a 5 millimeter, which I found to be a little bit big. So if I remember correctly, when I made a couple tops out of the strawberries and cream color, which is pink and white, I think I used a 4. Because I wanted it to be fairly tight and ruffly, but not overly. I don't know. I can't remember which one I used. I'd have to look back in my videos. Not that anyone really wears those tops I made, so they're probably going in the frogging pile with the rest of the stuff that just didn't last for interest or whatever. Who knows? But I personally am using a 3.5 millimeter. So I am using a little bit of a tighter one, but I really like how it looks, right? Because it says, what did it say? I already forgot. 3.75. So I went down a 0.25. No, 0.5. Yeah, 0.5 millimeters. So 50 millimeters is what I went down, 0.50 millimeters. And I'm using a smaller one than they suggested. I didn't like the wider ones. I thought it was a little loose. I want this to be a tight weave, tight knit. And I'm just doing a simple garter stitch, which simply is just another way of saying doing a row of knit and then a row of purl, which is just what it is. I know I'm trying to keep my glasses from picking up my ring light reflection. There we go. This is a totally different feel to it than crochet for sure, so knitting is quite a bit different. A little tighter, uses a little less of the yarn, but it definitely takes longer from my point of view, but that's also because I'm a little rusty. I used to be very proficient with my knitting, and then I just haven't knit in a long time, so he wanted to challenge me, and this is a challenge. This is been going on 2 years. I've been making this one, and that is simply because I put it down for way too long when I could probably whip through this pretty darn, I'd say medium. I'd say medium pace. I would not be really fast at it, but I wouldn't be the slowest, so I'd be right in the middle, I think. Might be totally wrong on that. Alright. And I'm still looking at that big box of Mary Maxim yarns that came in. Super excited about that. That was like a month ago. But they're still asking me if I want more orders. But I'm not doing orders right now. Possibly. I think I gotta hit Michael's first. I need to get some colors for my upcoming Christmas season. My goodness, this ring light is really bothering my glasses. I don't really like it. I could probably do this without really looking anyway. I do know how to do touch knitting. My great-grandmother, she went blind when I was still in my mother's womb, and she did knit me a nice little blanket. I still have it. It's stored away, though. I have it put away just because I didn't want my kids to get their hands on it and wreck it. It was handcrafted by my great-grandmother just for me, so they don't get to play with it. Normally, I let them play with everything, but this time I'm not going to. Okay, hopefully you can hear me a little better. I realized I didn't have my microphone near me, so anything that you didn't hear, sorry about that. I hopefully have fixed it and brought it a little closer so it's not such a struggle to hear me. It is what it is. I'm trying. And getting close to the end of this knit row, which is really quite fast for me. Usually I take a little bit longer, but I always forget how much I like this yarn. It is a nice yarn. It's got a great feel to it. It's very lightweight. It's soft. I love it. Part of me wishes that I kind of had done this in more like squares and then put them together. Maybe a black in between. That would have been really neat. But it is what it is. I'm already this far, and if it doesn't work out for one, I have a child that will grow into it very quickly. So, you know, I'm not overly upset about it. Ah, sun's coming out. That's lovely. It's been very gray today. And just so you know, from the last video where I had to frog all that from my dress, it's sitting right in front of me and I keep looking at it. I'm just being like, oh, I need to get all that back into my panel. Alright, so that is a row of knit. Very pleased about that. So now we're turning our work, my work. It's very, very blurry. I can tell what I'm doing. A lot of knitting is okay with, like, by feel. I'm not always comfortable enough with crochet to do that. Don't mind me, I'm just untangling a little bit. This yarn tends to do this a little bit here and there, which is fine. I mean, there are much worse things that could happen, like a lot of breaks in it, color could be messed up. I've even heard of things like a skein of yarn that was missing its dye halfway through. That would be devastating. There we this one. On these ones, I really have to pull those ones fairly tight, or they look really weird. Put my glasses on here for a moment. I'm way more confident with my knit. It's my purl that I really struggle with, because apparently I don't know how to do it half the time. I've even showed you, as an audience, how to do it completely wrong. Sorry, like I said, I used to knit a lot, but now I haven't been. Not doing bad at all. I think this is coming together rather nicely. I do have to do my hair at some point, but not this weekend. I'm letting it grow out a little bit more. I do like this color though. It's very peacock greeny blue, which I'm totally fine with. I really like it. The girls have decided that I'm supposed to keep a interesting hair color all the time. And I'm like, well, I'm in my mid-40s. This is kind of an oddball thing to be doing, but sure, why not? I even went with pigtails throughout the week. The tiny one made me promise that I would do pigtails to match her pigtails, so I did. Went a whole day with them. Feeling really awkward about being an adult woman with pigtails. But you do what you gotta do to match your daughter when she asks you to. Like, seriously, how am I supposed to say no to that? Oh, Mommy, please match me so we have the same hairdo all day. Yeah, that's an automatic yeah. Sorry. Not a lot I can do about that. Anyway, we are just whipping through this. This is actually going quite fast and smooth. I'm very, very pleased. Let's hope I'm not doing these too loose. I'm going to check that right now. Are we too loose? Oh, you're looking very nice. Because there has been a few issues with this one in particular. I had to go down because they were, my stitches were so loose that I was ending up with weird holes in spots I shouldn't have. So that was really, really frustrating and made me have to restart the panel like 6 or 7 times. Not including like just general mistakes. Fell off the hook, or off the needle, not the hook. This is knitting, not crochet. Yeah, you can tell that I'm a crocheter. I crochet more than I knit. But I do enjoy a good knit. I've seen some absolutely beautiful sweaters made with knit, and they are just gorgeous. Like cabling, wow, complex. But definitely would be something worth learning. I think I would try it. Try doing this. Because I can see you down there, but you're not getting the reflection, which is what I'm hoping for. I look like an old librarian, but whatever. I'm okay with that. If I look old, I look old. That is what it is. Today is a no makeup day, no hairdo, no nothing. I don't even have my earrings in right now. And I have some real fun ones right now. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And that is an issue. Uh-oh. I think I dropped a stitch, and we need to go like that. To get it back. Oh, please have worked. Oh my goodness. Did I do this wrong? Okay. A little nervous about that. I think I dropped a stitch. And I think I might have brought it back to where it's supposed to be. I guess that's what happens when you take your glasses off and you try to knit. And you can't see very well. So in other words, making awesome mistakes for no apparent reason. Story of my life, right? And through there and there. Grabbing all my stitches. You can't even see where it happened, can you? No. No, you cannot. I know it wasn't over here. I don't know what's going on here, but I think everything's fine. I think it just looks weird because it's on its needle and you get to a few rows away and you can't even tell. I think it's going to be one of those. It's not my first time. That's why I was able to just twist it around through the loops and go from there, because I make mistakes like that all the time. If this sweater is even worth wearing, I will be very, very surprised. Very pleased, but very surprised. I don't know if this is going to work out. But I'm willing to try. I really am. Because, I mean, I'll learn a lot. And, I mean, half of the battle is just trying to learn new stuff. Holy sunshine. You see that sunshine just suddenly brighten up the room like that? Ooh, ooh. Wonderful. Wonderful. And we're just going to keep on going to the end of this row. And then I got 2 rows in, so that's pretty cool. That's a good accomplishment for the day. I'm happy with that. 2 rows is better than no rows. Every step forward is better than not stepping at all. You can quote that one. I doubt I came up with that. Just something that I just thought of. But doesn't mean it's mine. And I'm the first to say that, because sometimes stuff gets stuck in my head, and it's not necessarily something I thought of, but something I heard, which is fine too. A lot of things are fine. A lot of people are very upset over a lot of things right now, and it's good just to have some peace, and I hope I'm helping with your peace. By just sitting here knitting, chatting away, thinking about yarn. All the good stuff. And just a few more stitches, and that is the end of this row. Which means I actually got something closer to being done. Which is the ultimate goal. We don't do this just because we like it. We also want a finished product. I mean, we could just keep crocheting, 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 but if nothing's ever done, you lose interest, right? Because you got to see something, beginning, middle, and end. Every story has a beginning, a middle, and an end. And we're almost at the end of this row, which is really, really exciting. And kablamo. That is the end of that row. I can't tell, so I think I fixed that properly. Looks really good. Thanks for joining me here at All the Crackers in the Box. And I'll see you again very soon.